allô. Le coq de l'école, le coq de l'école, allô, allô. Le coq de l'école, le coq de l'école, allô, allô.
It's all about the hands. See, with your hands, you can massage a woman after she gets off work. You can give somebody a strong handshake at a job interview to guarantee you get the job, or you can do surgery. Think about it. If you're doing surgery, your hands got to be steady. You know, you can't be operating on somebody and you dabbing. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with your boy, Dr. Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange. What's up, Milwaukee? What's up to the rest of the United States? This is your boy, Track Lacer. I'm fresh out the barbershop and went with my mom to see Doctor Strange earlier. You know, I kind of got her hooked on the DC Marvel universe. But let me see. I got a ranking for you, man. Before I even get into the review, let me see if I got my ranking. Can y'all see this? That's my ranking. I still got Avengers as the number one. I got Civil War number 2. I got Iron Man as number 3. I got Winter Soldier as number 4. I got Avengers Age of Ultron as number 5. I got Thor. And now at number 7, I got Doctor Strange. Now, Marvel has only made 14 movies. So, number 7 is pretty strong to just be coming out the gate. Some people already got it in a top 5. I saw a couple people say it's the best Marvel movie that's been made yet. I won't say that. I won't go that far. But I will tell you, this is probably the most mature Marvel movie yet. Like, this really ain't for kids. And usually when people say, oh, this movie ain't for kids, you're thinking of something like Sausage Party. You know, where they're having an orgy with cucumbers and mozzarella. You know, with just a lot of F-bombs, a lot of cursing, a lot of disrespectful stuff. This really isn't for kids in terms of the mentality, in terms of what you have to have mentally to understand the messages that they throwing out there. It's really not for kids. It's really an adult movie and kind of mature at that. You know what I mean? I'll say Tilda Swinton, aka the Ancient One, she did an excellent job, man. She might have even been better than Cumberbatch as Strange, man. She was a huge part of the movie. Her acting was really good. Her acting was believable. I understand the whole thing, the controversy about whitewashing, but to be fair to Marvel, Marvel likes to market their movies in China. They get a lot of money in China. Transformers get a lot of money in China too. And if I'm not mistaken, the actual Ancient One is Mongolian. And as far as I know politically right now, China and Mongolia got beef. So they was just trying to do something where they wouldn't offend them. But you know what? I can say whatever, because if this was a black character that they turned white, I probably wouldn't care what the reason was. So shout out to anybody of that ancestry that's offended or is upset about that. You got reason to be. But she stands out as a character. She really made Doctor Strange think. I'll spoil one line that she said to him. She said, "You can't beat a river into submission. You go along with the current." You know what I mean? And I thought that was a real insightful thing that she said there. Because he thought that everything he could do. See, it wasn't so much about his hands. It's the fact that his hands were so good at being steady to do surgery that it brought him a lot of money, But it seemed like he was more addicted to the fame of being famous for being such a good surgeon. You know what I'm saying? So, that was kind of a trip. And Ejiofor, who played Mordo, did an excellent job. I thought that he really challenged Doctor Strange to, improve his thinking, to develop as a character. But then Mordo didn't have an ego. So once he saw that Doctor Strange was growing and accepting his powers and his responsibilities, he would go along with some things that Strange was saying. So it was kind of cool that he didn't have this attitude of, I taught you everything you know, so you just got to listen to me. I just think, with leadership, sometimes you got to be able to follow sometimes, and not just always have the attitude that the student is never going to outdo the teacher. Sometimes people just got it, man. Sometimes people are just better than us. Sometimes people just have natural talent to do things, and once they do, man, you got to let them shine. You got to let them live. Let me see. I would definitely give the movie an A minus. Now y'all got me thinking of, why would I give it an A minus and not a regular A or not an A plus? To me, it just didn't have the impact of like an Avengers, like, the movies that I listed. But it's cold. And another thing I say without spoiling the movie, y'all gonna love the cloak. The whole thing about how we call it a cape, a pimp cape, but the whole story about the cloak that becomes his full uniform is cold. Like, y'all gonna love that. And not only does that cloak / cape provide a lot of funny moments, but one thing that I'll say about Doctor Strange is that it had a Age of Ultron, Avengers 2 tried to be funny, and at times, even though I think Civil War is still like my second favorite Marvel movie, at times Civil War tried too hard to be funny. One thing that y'all will appreciate about Doctor Strange is that the funny is more natural. They not forcing it this time. I'm from a city where all the kids say, "Yo, bro, you forcing it." Like, that's the number one slang, but they didn't force anything here. So if you haven't seen Doctor Strange, Marvel's 14th movie, take it from your boy Track Lacer. I wouldn't sell you short. I wouldn't say, wolf tickets. I wouldn't say, dreams. It's definitely worth going to see. And I also think that he is definitely the right character to bridge off into this. They call it phase 3. I don't really totally understand the whole phase 3 thing, but Doctor Strange is the right character to kind of take Marvel forward. Your boy Joaquin Phoenix was supposed to be Doctor Strange. That was their number one choice, and he turned it down because he didn't want to commit to these multiple movies and guest appearing in the other Avenger movies and the Iron Man. He didn't want to do all that. He didn't want to be tied down. But Cumberbatch signed up for it, and I think it's good because I think he'll do a good job. I can picture him blending in with the other characters, that's all in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and actually providing some firepower. Like, outside of the Hulk, you need somebody who can do some crazy things, like he can do. And you never know, maybe he might teach Scarlet Witch a few things. It'll be interesting to see if they ever collide together. But definitely go check it out. I don't need to tell you, it's already going to be number one at the box office. Everything Marvel puts out is number one at the box office. So here's my question. Down at the bottom, you should see a little red thing that tells you to subscribe. Right now, I got 600 subscribers. I'd like to get some more. My channel as a whole has about 300,000 views. I always welcome more. But leave a comment. Leave me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe. But the question that I would like for y'all, if y'all mess with this particular video I did, is to let me know, what is the first Marvel flop? Like, they just can't keep winning like this. Shout out to my girl Miami Chick. tear down in the 305. But I told her, I said, man, Marvel can't keep winning. It's impossible for every movie that you make to keep making money and every movie also to do well with the critics. So Ant-Man still did good. You know, Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody had ever read that comic. They killed the box office. So my guess is Captain Marvel will be the first one. And it's not to hate on all my females out there, but I just can't picture Captain Marvel winning like that. Not like the rest of these. Like, you got to take an L somewhere, Marvel. You just can't keep doing this. But let me know which one that y'all think might possibly be the first flop that they might have. And thanks for checking out the video, man. We out of here.